rnadrink.com. Expand your reality. Control your destiny. Take your power back. rnadrink.com.
Hello once again, ladies and germs. This is Beam Me Up, Scotty Sycamore. Achieve This is the show. You are about to listen to part 2 of my interview with, hi, it's Rupert, internet video sensation himself. I'm loving this guy's work. You should check it out and listen to us chatter on the line for a bit. Okay, people, let's go lift off.
Yo, this song right here is for my boy Rupert. Y'all don't know who he is by now? Shit, y'all got some explaining to do. Yeah, his name is Rupert. He goes by Rupert. He's really super. He's super duper. He hunts at night. He feasts on mice and rodents, but during the day, yo, we always chill like homies. Yo, we jamming out, just playing some old school Creed. I'm playing rhythm. He's soloing out on lead. We in a band, yo. It's called the Rupert Band. Yo, he gives himself all the credit, cause he's a hoe for show. We stay bored together. Alternate and switch. He just landed him.
Anyway, it's not my point.
No. Co-ops.
You once again derailed me from my point.
No, this isn't Clive Owen and Jennifer Aniston and the RZA and Derailed. We're going. This is fucking this is the Murder on the Orient Express train, all right? So I say, well, I hate Whole Foods. It's the corporatization of green fucking organic stuff. You can do the co-op. They have co-ops everywhere.
What I'm saying is the fact that you can shop there is based on the fact that, you know, X amount of people are eating McDonald's and Burger King for dinner.
Right.
And they have to go do that so that you can, because if they all of a sudden came into money and they educated themselves enough to eat properly, then they probably would go and, you know, give you a run for your money on the apples there or whatever. And I just think that if everybody started to get into a habit of growing in their front yard or just growing everywhere like they did in Cuba when they started to have problems, what they did, and it creates a good community atmosphere, I think, to have self-sufficiency and neighbors helping neighbors, and not for any other reason than the fact that you would like to live in a place where people help each other.
So it's like you're pushing communism over there.
What do you mean communism?
Oh, isn't that communism? You grow stuff and you help each other, and there's communities and neighborly shit.
No, that's called being a... Why do you got to give it an ism? It's called being a human being.
Oh, that's sarcasticism. You know that. But no, don't you think the definition of human has changed?
Not in my mind.
Not in your damn book? I mean, aren't we in the transhuman era? The Ray Kurzweil singularity part of history?
Well, I kind of feel something coming energetically, but we can talk about that
Let's
in a minute.
go.
But
Say it now.
Have you ever met a transhumanist that seemed happy? Like Natasha Vita Moore?
I don't know who that is.
That woman seems... she's a huge transhumanist. Yeah. No, she also says that we're transhuman because we wear glasses and stuff. Like, that's transhuman.
Yeah.
No, I don't... I think we are on the cusp of becoming transhuman, but I don't like the idea. I think it's gonna happen. I don't like it, though.
What do you feel coming energetically?
That singularity.
Which is what? Do you think it'll happen in like 3 months? Like December 21st, perhaps?
I'm really hoping.
Okay, so you feel something, you just don't know what it is. Which is
it just feels like things are speeding up, and they have been for a long time. Like it feels like time is speeding up.
That's what Philip. But that's what Philip K. Dick said back in like.
God, you interrupting ass motherfucker.
No, I'm an interactor, not an interrupter. No, I'm a disruptor. That's the new shit in like advertising or whatever and digital bullshit. It's like it's the disruption culture. You got to disrupt people's thought patterns and get them into your brand.
No, it's not. It's not that. It's just I've been interviewed a lot, so I kind of know.
Oh! I've been interviewed a lot, so I know. Well, no, I'm not one of these hosts that fucking lays back and gets freaking plucked like a chicken.
All right.
Okay, so say what you're saying.
You can ask another question if you like.
I was going to say, if I deign it appropriate. Do you think people in the very near-term future will actually walk around with fucking Google glasses, like by the dozen? or is that unlikely?
People will buy anything you sell them.
Okay, they might buy it, but can we expect in 5 years to see like streets full of people wearing cybernetic glass things?
I don't know about years from now, but I mean, I don't know about everybody either, but yeah, a few years from now you probably see stuff like that. But I don't have any plans. I've made no plans to go that route at all.
Right, but you might have been one of those people saying, "Oh, I'm not going to bow down to needing a cell phone and this whole culture of cell phones before they got hot." But now you have to have one. Like, you can't not have one.
I actually went without one for 2 years. When I got rid of, I had 2 cell phones at one point, and then
drug dealing.
I got rid of.
You got
both of them.
When was this?
That was a few years ago, and then I didn't have a cell phone for 2 years or more. And I did have a prepaid that I used for emergencies, but I would never talk on it. It was always just to make plans with someone real quick. And I never knew what time it was. There was nobody. The thing that I don't like about phones is you see people in public, and they are on their phone, and they are reading a menu to someone on the other end of the phone. When I was a kid, you got what somebody brought you. If somebody was bringing you something, you got whatever it was they brought. You didn't get all this choice in the matter. Like, you didn't come out here. You're not here. You get what we're bringing. But you see these parents, or they're just on the phone. Mm-hmm. I'm like reading entire menus to their kids over the phone. What do you want? I hear parents asking their kids permission for stuff because they don't want to hear them yell.
Right.
They don't want, but man, you might not want to hear your kid yell, but maybe,
maybe you should.
I don't know what to say about that.
You should shout at the devil, aka your fucking kid. Dude, you don't have to tell me about this. I live in L.A., man, and I live in like one of the foo-foo-iest parts of L.A. So It's a fucking dark nightmare for me over here. I mean, Whole Foods right down the street, and just people, talking in the grocery store about what do you want to bring back, and, shirtless, toned men jogging and stuff. And that's the worst part.
I don't like when a dude runs past you and it's kind of hot and still out. Right. He runs by, and then there's this delayed reaction, and then this wind smacks you in the face, and it's just full of his man funk. I always hold my breath now. Like, I accidentally took breaths at the wrong time a few times, and I was just like, oh, I should not be tasting these pheromones. Like, go put on what? There's all these dudes running around without shirts on. It's like, yeah, okay, you're muscly and you're in shape, but you also look like an animal. Like, right. you look
fucking
retarded.
Gazelle-looking ass motherfucker. But
I run around in my t-shirt. Like, I'm really hot. I want to take my shirt off, but I just don't, because there's a certain amount of modesty that you have to.
But not if you're really ripped, though, bro.
I mean,
let me tell you.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Oh, you're getting there. Not me. Nowhere close. Never have been. That's why I host an internet radio show. I have a stomach for radio. Made for radio.
You ate a radio.
What's that now?
You ate a radio.
I have never eaten or consumed in any way.
You are munching on a radio right now.
No. It's not an easy bake oven or anything like that. And I'll tell you this much. No, my friend actually put it well. He said these guys that run with no shirts, it's because they don't want to get their shirts all sweaty and nasty. They want to conserve it.
That's true.
But, I mean, chicks do it, too. They run around in the sports bra and the short shorts and nothing else.
God bless them. God
agreed.
Bless them.
God bless them. I like to see that.
I don't even have to wonder what your butt looks like.
I can look at the curvature. I'm like a astrophysicist or something. Just get in there. You work for NASA. Yeah, I mean, I like that. I like seeing those midriff-bearing women. But on the topic of complaining about anything, it brings with it this certain attitude, this certain culture of it. And I feel like they're probably hooking up with the guys that are also shirtless and jogging. And
well, you can tell a lot about a girl by the guy she's with.
Yeah, tell me about that. What can you tell? What have you noticed in female preference in your life?
Well, Well, first you have to get a good gauge of what kind of guys are out there, and there's a lot of different types of guys out there, but it really just boils down into two categories, like can speak well, can't speak well, and it's pretty much
That's it?
That's, I mean,
Nothing about...
kind of, like, or just, I don't like people who look like they like country music.
Oh, boy.
And I don't like chicks who you know what? I like chicks who like black guys.
Because you're so far from a black guy that it's like exotic.
No, I'm actually not that far from a black
You're one of the
guy.
blackest whites in wherever you are. In that one state.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I was in 6th grade, I basically was black. My parents hated it.
You listen to rap?
Yeah, I wore baggy clothes and, you know, the whole thing. I love drums and stuff. Rap and hip hop's all drums.
Yeah,
I'm
you
a
had the
drummer.
rhythm.
I love drums.
Yeah, you did. You felt the
The
rhythm.
rhythm, yes, man.
You felt.
That's right. I felt the rhythm.
You felt the rhythm of the night.
I came home one day and I was like, me don't want this bumba clot broccoli. I'm going to tell your father, me not afraid of that white boy.
So this is around the time, if it was that long ago, where people would have called you a wigger and such things of that nature.
I think it was, it was, I kind of got out of it because, I don't know, like They Might Be Giants and Primus like kind of re-whited me up a little bit. So I had this cool fusion of white and black going on, but it's still, even still now, I'm sure black people who meet me are just kind of like, what the fuck? Like he seems kind of black. Like I have to deal with all. I mean, that's a horrible thing to say.
No, go.
I interface with a lot of different types of people, and the black people I meet, it's so funny. Like they oftentimes at first are a little standoffish, but if you just be as sweet as you can to them, eventually they just treat you like gold. People have black people all wrong.
Yes, they do.
They're all wrong. They have them all wrong. Like,
They do.
I don't blame. If they seem angry, I don't blame them for being angry. I don't.
I mean, I hold firm that the average white does not understand the black culture or black people or anything like that. And yeah, when you don't...
I used to live in Harlem.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I never had any problem. People said stuff to me, and they told me they were worried about me, but they never, nobody ever hurt me or tried to corner me. I did have people sucker me into bad situations before, but it's nothing that a little, like, running or little prayer won't help.
I didn't know you lived in New York.
Yeah, I lived there the city started to kind of suck me in. In fact, this is no joke. The consciousness that is New York City is really trying to gobble me back up because I cannot. It's almost like it keeps. I think cities have consciousnesses, and I think the bigger they are, the more intense they are. Yeah, and fucked up. And like New York and I became friends, and then we didn't.
Right.
And then I left, and I came back, and New York was like, "Oh my God, I love you. Come back up here and live." Well, New York gave me a job and a place to live, and I opted actually to not go.
Wow.
And I'm glad I didn't, but I'm also sad that I didn't do that. And I want to go see what happens again. Like, I want to go up there and walk around and see if I can't run into people or, just have a synchronistic time. If Charlie Veach is there, I'm going to kick him in the knee.
What is your big beef with Charlie Vage?
Well, I don't agree with a lot of what he says because he's kind of a pasty, sort of lazy. He just goes out with his camera and talks shit and then posts it and hopes to fuck people send him. And he's got a lot to say and stuff, but and the funny thing is, he and I talk a lot. Like, sometimes we have long conversations on Facebook about shit. And, I mean, I'm over it. Like, I think he's just kind of a funny guy, but I really just want to fight him. And that's why I've been doing all the... Like, I'm going to go over there and fight him. I'm going to go find him and fight him. I told him that. Every time I've ever gotten him to do something for me, he's done radio interviews for me. He's provided videos for me a few times. Every time I've ever gotten him to do something, I've legit had to threaten physical violence for him to agree. Every time I've ever asked him nicely, he doesn't respond to that. I say, I'm going to kick your ass, and
those English people only respond to force, right? That's always been how it's been. You talk a lot of shit about the British. through his filter. Do you not?
Some British people, there are some British people that I just like a lot.
Sure, we all do. Like,
there's some.
Can't think of any, but yeah.
Do you know what? The funny thing is, I have a friend, I think he's about 6 or 7 years younger than me. And we've been friends a long time. And one day he was just like, he just said, he's not xenophobic at all. He's just totally open and awesome. He was just like, I don't really like British people. They're kind of weird. And I started thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? He's right. They're kind of, they just. You'll see. Vage is getting it again in my next episode, and I've warned him twice now. It's coming. He's getting it again. He was talking about how society needs to collapse, how cities physically need to collapse. I'm just like, dude, if you don't like a city, just drive for like 40 minutes in any direction. You'll be fine.
Or you'll be even more despairing because you'll be in the water. You'll be in the middle of fucking nowhere.
You'll be in the middle of nowhere, or you'll be in the water.
Or you'll be in the water, because every major city's on water, basically, right?
For the most part,
that's a theory I figured out myself, because of trade routes and shipping lines back in the day.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You gotta have that.
So is Vage? So Vage is someone who you talk a lot of shit about, have an adversarial relationship, but you're cool with him too, and you talk on Facebook and you ask him to do things
like private. It's a love-hate relationship. Like privately, I'll ask him first because we've known each other for. I've known I knew who Charlie was before he started doing all the bullhorn stuff. Like I found him on YouTube. Like I'm not trying to be a hipster here, but I did see like one of his first videos when it first came out. I didn't like him. I liked that video, and it still is my favorite one. Some of the bullhorning's funny, and I copied it for a while and tried to get it going, but I don't know.
You knew him when he was in the Love Police Academy.
I knew him before that when he had a brick wall behind him and he was in some flat in London.
So, like, you used...
But I didn't know him then. I didn't talk to him. I just thought he was cool. And then I was like, oh, that's that guy with the... I was like, oh, this funny megaphone guy. Oh, that's that guy with the brick wall. Okay, I remember him. And then...
Sorry, go.
And then it was hard. I started to get a hold of him, and then I met our friend John.
You mean JD?
Yeah. I met him, and then I met him because Charlie was staying with him in Canada.
Yeah.
And I met Jade, and then I talked to Charlie, and then we did a few things, but by and large, I don't like his ego. I've worked with people like him before, and he gets. Dude, he seriously is probably banging 3 girls right now.
Wouldn't we all like to?
I mean, that's every guy's fantasy, I guess.
Well, yeah, no, I know people that bang 5, 6, 7, 8 all at once. Maybe not all at once, but in a linear timeline, in a long enough timeline.
I mean, sometimes you have to bang 8 girls, whatever.
Well, if that's how you get your stones rolling and your rocks off and shit like that, and other hard things, metaphors, you got to do it. But yeah, Vage, he's one of those player pimps of the YouTube, like, truth generation, I guess. And the smug cloud what is that fucking water sound?
What water sound? Anyway. Yeah.
So is Vage the first person ever to go backwards on 9/11 truth?
No, others have kind of been shut up or backed down, but I already told everybody what happened. He just got money waved in front of him. That's it.
To do what and for what? Like, what's he done?
When you are a couch surfing video jockey with little aspirations to do anything else, you're gonna take whatever's set in front of you. If you have a chance to leave for a little bit, you're gonna take it. Like he's like a musician who doesn't have an instrument to play. His instrument is
his beard. Yeah. And
And he just, he's really good at couch surfing, and he probably makes a lot of people laugh or change their mind about stuff temporarily, but I think by and large, I don't know. I just want to kick him in the chin.
We should execute some force on Homeboy. Do you think he's...
No, I legit want to find out where he is and just, like, stake him out and then flank him and, like, just come around the building and just hit him death to Smoochie style, just, like, off the steps, just, like, legs full in the air and just nail him and run away and just be like...
It's funny you mentioned, because I think Edward Norton will play him in the Love Police movie. So, funny.
Is there going to be one?
Oh, yeah. That's what that money you mentioned is all about. Fucking DreamWorks met Pixar. They're doing an animated Love Police movie with.
They are.
Yeah, it's going to be talking animals bullhorning the Fed or whatever. Swear to God, man. Yeah.
That means that I can't drink the glass in front of you.
Don't know that reference.
That means I can't.
But it's cute.
I can't drink the glass in front of me.
It sounds like Dave Coulier right there.
Don't even bring that up, dude. I don't want to think of it. Like, you, I don't know.
Oh man, you're gonna look that up. Hey, yeah. There's so much shit going on. What else? What's your final message to humanity?
What, are you gonna execute me?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a little death. Just being on this show is like a version of crossing over. Not with John Edward, but. Going to another side. Oh well,
never trust anyone who has two first names.
You're supposed to trust people with two first names. Steve Martin, hello.
Martin's definitely a last name, man. I think.
I would say there's a lot of Martin first names.
Martin Lawrence, Martin Scorsese.
Exactly. Martin Lawrence, another two first namer. And
my friend,
yeah.
I had a friend named Martin from Montego Bay.
Oh, Montego Bay. I met her in Montego. Who can we trust and who should we never trust in the information community?
Tall and tan and young and lovely. Sorry, you were on hold. Who can we trust? Trust you.
Yes, definitely me. And who else?
No. I mean, trust yourself.
Oh.
This is my message. Just like trust yourself and just read as much as you can, and then what feels true in the end will ring true with you, and the other stuff won't. And that's it. Alex Jones, I haven't listened to him in a long time, but he's a good springboard. He can get you motivated to look stuff up and get angry. After a while, you just want... Oh, I just remembered. Amy Goodman's here tomorrow.
Amy Goodman of Democracy Now!
Mm-hmm. She's coming here tomorrow.
To do what? To give a speech?
Yeah. And I think she's doing... oh, God, I don't want to be crass. Sorry.
No, go. Crass.
She's...
What, she's gonna pull an Aguilera and shit herself, or what?
Oh, well, that could happen too. Oh, that's pulling an Aguilera now?
I just coined it. So what? I don't get it. What were you gonna say that was crass?
Well, I didn't say it.
Yeah,
so you'll never know.
Okay, so you think she's gonna bring Democracy Now! Right here?
I think she is. She has literally brought the democracy.
And are you a fan, or are you going to go see her, or what?
Well, I used to romp with her.
Used to romp?
Yeah. Me and Amy know each other. Yeah.
Really?
No. See, that's the thing. I will josh you until you say really, and then if I'm joking, if I'm lying, then I'll just tell you.
Well, the thing is, how far does the lie extend? I mean, if you could present like stories of hanging out with her or whoever else, then I'd have no choice but to believe them. But if you just say, "Okay, no, I'm kidding,"
I should tell you 3 celebrity stories, and like one of them will be fake, and then you can tell me
exactly.
Which one.
It's kind of like Who's the Jew?
Because I have some stories.
I'll bet you do. Not L.A. type stuff,
I do.
But some stories.
No, LA type stuff.
Oh, so what are they?
Well, Tara Reid is one gross looking bitch in person. That's all I gotta say
People
about
know
that.
Yeah. She had what, like one of her tits is like 10 inches lower than the other one or something. Yeah.
She is a color bronze that no one has ever seen.
She's on that Mitt Romney Univision Latino interview type shit. I'm sure you saw that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm serious. All I want for Christmas is Christina. I want her to come over. I want her to get in a little pink sweater.
Right.
We're going to eat some ice cream.
A lot of it.
She is going to sing Genie in a bottle to me.
Yeah. What you're really saying is you want her to come on over. Come on over. Rupert.
I don't know that.
That's one of her songs, no?
Man, you can't sing at all.
I mean, I can't sing. This shit was fucking beautiful, wasn't it, people? Round of applause. Thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, I was not really a trained singer. I've never been trained.
Who are you, William Hung?
No, but
I had no professional training.
No, but she does bang. I'm not even on the level of Psy. Or Saeed, the next like Arab sensation of YouTube. We need more Arabs on YouTube, both to explain their culture and sing and just blow up, man. Not that kind of blow up, but just, get big.
Yeah.
That wasn't culturally motivated. Yeah, you do. Okay. So I guess we could wrap it up unless you could even go forward. What's burning in your pants and on your mind?
Jesus Christ. Well, your mom just sent me naked pictures of her.
I don't think so. Was that that gets you burning? Like Jim Rome is burning on stuff. What are you burning on?
I want you to drive me around in a convertible BMW while we listen to
Boys of Summer.
We could do that, and I also want to listen to Hot Child in the City.
Hot Town Summer in the City?
No, Hot Child in the City.
What the F is that? I've never heard of it.
Hot Child in the City. You never heard that?
What is that, like, fucking Kevin Rudolph?
It's creepy. The guy's name is Gilder. It's like something Gilder. His last name is Gilder.
Radner?
And if you go and watch the video for that, you'll be kind of sorry you did, because he's trying to ham it up. I mean, he thinks he's a rock and roll, but he's really creepy.
And what's the difference between rock and roll and anything but?
Soul, I guess.
Oh, that's a damn fine answer. So creeps have no soul, or creepy is not soul.
Well, that's why they're creepy, because if what they were actually thinking was coming out, no one would want to be around them. So they know that, so they've kind of withdrawn into themselves.
Right.
And and especially women pick up on these vibes, and they don't like a not confident man, because an unconfident man can be a desperate or unsafe man.
Don't chicks like guys that are creepy in other ways though? Like they're
yeah.
Or sleazy even. I would not even creepy. Like,
well, a lot of girls have a low self-esteem now, so you can't really factor sleaze into it.
Why not? Because you're not sleazy if you just take advantage of low self-esteem, right?
Well, what do guys do? They just guys are full of shit, okay?
Right.
And girls' brains are kind of empty.
Right.
So they have to find a guy that, Patrice O'Neill said it best. He was like, guys, girls hanging out with a guy, it's like you're in that guy's karate class, And, you have to see how well your ideals match up and whether or not they can change and stuff like that. It's weird. It's a weird dynamic.
In his karate class, I don't even get the fucking symbolism there.
It's like if you're... Oh, my God. Okay, well, tell me all about your prowess with women.
Yeah. Exactly. That tells you everything you need to know.
Pretty much. No,
you're chopping bricks, or...
No, it's like a teaching thing. Like guys teach girls stuff, and girls teach guys stuff. That's how that works.
Okay, I sort of get it now.
Guys are supposed to teach girls about mechanics stuff, or
Here's the football player.
just anything that he knows. Or stuff like that she wants to know, and then she's supposed to teach him how to not be an asshole.
Is that how it works?
Well, yeah, that's what blowjobs and fucking cuddling are for. It's so that he doesn't kill people. Women don't understand that. They're like, he cheated on me. It's like, you haven't fucked him in 2 months.
Right.
Of course he cheated on you. Like, and I'm not saying that everyone's like that, because not everyone's like that. But that's what happened. I mean, women nag their men and nag them about stuff, and then like they wonder why they run off. It's just, I'm going to go try to feel happy here for just a second. And, not every guy's like that. I don't do that.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Fuck yeah, man.
Just the
tip of it. It's just the tip of the iceberg of love.
Come on, baby. You're a penguin, and you're going to slide down my iceberg of love.
You want to get them other penguins in March. Right on my ball sack.
Oh, I see what's going on here. Call the zoo.
That's right. Morgan Freeman narrates your blowjob. How would that sound?
Young man, that looks nice. That looks very nice.
You're about to pop off all over her face. It's terrific stuff. I say we end it there.
Okay, that's where we'll draw the line.
All right, people, you've achieved this. Whatever the F this has been. Your guest has been Rupert of Hyatt's Rupert fame. Just go check it out. Type in Hyatt's Rupert YouTube. What else do you want me to say? Watch it. All right, bunch of gangbangers. Good. Okay. Oh, we're clear now? Okay, great. End of watch.
You're supposed to walk me off. You didn't walk me off at all.
Oh, I didn't take your hand here. Hold my hand.
No, it's not like that. You have to say, my guest has been Rupert. Thanks a lot, Rupert.
Oh.
Then you give me a chance to say my last.
Oh, okay, here.
You're bad.
My guest has been Rupert. No, I'm bad, okay? I'm fucking bad. Look at me in my rhinestone jacket. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, so Rupert, what else? Promote your shit or whatever. No, I'm unorthodox, all right?
Okay, yeah, you can go see my videos at YouTube.com/KivResp. That's KIVRESP.
Right.
KivResp. Or you can type in Hyatt's Rupert. It's best you just go to the channel and go to upload so you can see the most recent ones first. Right. There's some other stuff up there too. Little shorts and stuff that I put up in the interim when I've not got an episode up.
Yeah.
A new one anyway. Because the episodes go by quick.
They do. Yeah.
You watch them and it's a few minutes of video that goes by really fast. And that's we never talked about my trolls. Ask about our trolls next time.
Let's do it right now.
You want to do it now?
Let's do it right now. Tell me about these trolls. Are you a troll hunter?
I'm not troll hunting, but there's a guy named... I don't know if I even want to say his name. I don't want to even give him that much...
Put him on blast.
But he... Put him on blast. Gang Stalked 2011. If there's anybody listening to this, if you could just send him a message and tell him he's an idiot. He thinks because my show is all chopped up like it is that I'm a reptile and can't hold my form.
Well...
And he and it's not like a joke. He goes off on the comment sections.
Oh my God, you're the Robert Pattinson of YouTube fucking dicing and slicing. Yeah, I mean, I know someone was flaming you because you did this triangle Rockefeller.
That's that guy. That's the same guy that was mad about that. Well, I threw it up because I wanted people to see that weird book that was behind me. Nobody has asked me about the book.
Let's ask about it. You have a Freemason book behind you.
Yeah, it's weird. One Christmas, one of my family members pulled me aside and gave me that book. And the weird thing about that, it was not wrapped. She was just here, take this. And it freaked me out. And I went and read it. And there are chapters in there dealing with all of the conspiracy theories that are on the internet. They're staying up to date with their with
Image.
their propaganda.
Yeah, with their brand.
Mm-hmm. They are, and it's, I don't know. I lived with a 32nd degree Mason, and I didn't find almost anything he did to be that weird.
No.
He was a weird fellow, but he was absolutely had his heart in the right place and was harmless.
Well, yeah, that's all of them.
No, it's
the
it's not though. The ones here in this town, I saw them leaving a meeting one night, and every one of them had on a $3,000 suit.
wow.
And they just looked like they meant business. I mean, they did not look like happy people at all.
That's funny. Interesting, because the people I've talked to, I know a guy around here in LA who's been to some functions and stuff, and he said they're pretty shabby and they eat bad food. Like their food is.
Well, some of the like the porch masons, as they call them, are kind of like that. But nah, not the dudes I saw. They're were
serious, man.
They were really serious looking. It frightened me a little bit. Because I said I was joking with the guy who was standing there with me. It was some vendor. It was dark out, and they walked by, and I joked. I was like, "Well, it'd be fun. Maybe I should go join them and then expose them."
Right.
And the guy kind of stopped what he was doing, and he looked over at me, and he goes, "They'll kill you." He's like, "They will." Kill
Motherfuckers are telling the truth, man. I tell you what.
Yep.
So true, man.
But the troll on my YouTube page, he does tick me off a lot. I don't. It's just when someone is telling. I mean, it'd be one thing to make fun of me for whatever, but this thing, I'm a reptile.
Well,
really, I eat babies.
Yeah.
He says some really well, and the thing that bothers me is like I want to keep my comments open, but I've got friends and family watching this stuff. Like, they watch my videos. So
yeah, but that's the price. You talking about you want people to give you money and stuff like that. Like, that's the price you got to pay for fame, man. You got to be open sourced, until.
That's what my dad said. I called up my mom and I was like, "Mom, what should I do about these trolls?" She's like, "What's a troll?"
Mama said there would be trolly ass days like these.
My mama said that there'll be trolls like y'all. There'll be trolls like y'all. My mama said.
You're right, bro.
My mama said there'll be trolls like this. There'll be trolls like this. My mama said.
And then, yeah, in the most Freudian song title of all time, "Mama Told Me Not to Come."
How about, yeah, right, that's disgusting. How about, why do trolls write on my wall?
I don't even know what song.
Why are they on there breaking my balls? Why are there trolls on my wall?
I can't even figure out what song you're covering.
Yeah, it's like, why do fools fall in love? Why do they fall in love?
Well, yeah, why do trolls fall in love with trolling people is the question. Now, anyone who puts their face out there on YouTube or wherever and talks about anything pseudo-conspiratorial.
Hey, can I just air some dirty laundry here and just get out? This just bothers me so much, and I've talked to my friends and stuff about this.
Yeah.
But there's this one girl that lives in town, and she was a cheerleader in my high school.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And I saw her in public here because I'm way beyond the mentality of the people I went to high school with. I went to New York City and Florida and stuff. I have the stink of gangsters and bums still on me.
Thug stink.
I don't really. Yeah, I have thug stench. Thanks, stank. Anyway, so I see this girl 2 or 3 times, and every time it would happen, I would just turn tail and run. I didn't want to see her because I always liked her. I always thought she was a freaking cheerleader.
She's a cheerleader, yeah.
Freaking cheerleader. What? You're supposed to like the cheerleader. I mean, to tell you the truth, she's kind of one of those girls who just has uses the template for a pretty girl. She has the pretty girl template.
Yeah, there's a lot of girls that should be great. You look at them and you're they have all the aspects. They have all the Legos are all there. Just
yeah,
not quite assembled properly.
They're not all the same color,
right? They're mixed race. I don't like those multiracials, but
and sometimes you see a girl from the back. She got a big old booty and big fluffy blonde hair, and you're just like, "Hello," and she turns around. She's like,
she got
got a big old fat ass. Now, wait a minute. Who has blonde hair and a fat ass other than Beyonce, which is some fake ass hair and maybe a fake ass? I mean, these.
I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to talk about.
Have
this
you
right
heard
now.
Sir Mix-a-Lot? Okay. So you see this cheerleader, and you ran away, and that's your dirty laundry, right?
No, that's not the dirty laundry. The dirty laundry is just like I saw her jogging down the street, right? And I had my going home game face
Hippie
on.
face, yeah.
Yeah. She stopped and talked to me, and I was like, oh my god. And then she's always had this like, she'll ask you a question, and then like there's some like when you're answering, she's just like the way she's looking at you, like she's kind of looking at you while you're answering, makes you feel awkward.
Yeah.
She makes you feel awkward, and I don't know. I just want to slap her or tell her she's a hoe, or I don't know what I want to do. And then she's one of these like LL Bean bitches. She wants one of those guys.
LL Cool Beans.
Like I've seen, LL Cool Beans. I saw. Yo, I think you just picked my rap name.
That's right.
LL Cool Beans. Did you make that up?
I did just now.
Dude, that is really good. I'm gonna be saying
You're
that
welcome
from now on. Thank you so much. But anyway, it's just I was talking to her, and we were like catching up and stuff, and I just like all the hatred I had for high school came bubbling to the surface, and she asked me who I was dating. I told her who it was. It was someone from high school, and she goes, "Oh, I don't think I know them." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't think she was one of the more popular people."
Right. She blossomed.
I said that shit to that bitch's face.
Well, but she appreciates that, no? Because you're acknowledging that she was popular.
I just want to pull her aside, and I want to be like, you know what? I really do, and there is nothing uglier in this world, and I'm paraphrasing a friend, and throwing some of my own stuff in there too, but there's nothing uglier in this world than a woman who doesn't want you around.
Ooh.
It's just like that feeling that there's a woman around that doesn't want you around. It's like, black people don't want to be called the N-word.
What?
Guys don't want to be called creepy.
Right. Or be made to feel creepy. I know what you're saying. You don't mean in a relationship-y type sense, but yeah.
No, don't like ever portray someone as creepy if they're not being creepy. If they just really examine the situation. Don't throw the C word around. Don't.
That's the new
C word.
That's the male C word.
It really is. Don't say that, because guys inherently are creepy. We don't want to be called that though, because think about it.
Right.
Ladies, we are walking around all day thinking about sticking part of ourselves in you, right? Which it's so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, talk about that. Yeah, I mean, male sexuality is it's a little weird and off-putting and creepy, as you say. Like, it's not. Yeah, I can see why feminists write books about how it's rape. It's all rape.
I mean, it's because you're kind of like. I mean, I don't know about you, but I definitely have been in the middle of something before and just looked down, going like, what, you kind of look at it from outside perspective. You're just like, what am I doing right now? What is that? Yeah, this, and then there's those other just like pleasure-ridden moments where you're like, why wasn't I doing this 5 minutes ago?
I know, dude. 20 minutes ago, I could have had this experience. It's just that. Yeah, we have these wants, these desires, these carnal attitudes, and
it doesn't really help that chicks, like when a chick walks around with her boobs all mashed together and you can see the contour of her butt, she's basically saying to everyone around you and her that she doesn't mind if you can see what she's got, which that's kind of fun, but she's also saying that she doesn't mind making you horny and not having sex with you, and where I come from, that's called a cock tease. And now, like, cock teasery is on sale everywhere. Like, you can just buy cock tease. That's so bad, I think. Guys don't even know what cock tease is anymore. Like, they don't even understand.
No.
I don't think they do.
Why?
They might understand if they make out with a chick and she does some stuff and doesn't sleep with you. Yeah, I could see feeling cock teased like that.
Right.
But just when you see tits, your body thinks you're about to get them, and when you don't, then you get this kind of you get all
Hulk smash.
you're in a bad mood. You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to. Just like ladies, if you're gonna do that, look. If you brought gum, you need to share it with everybody. Did you bring enough for everybody? You fucking slut. You fucking attention whore.
I don't want everyone to have it, though. I just want me to have it.
See, that's the thing. I hate going out with a chick who's showing too much skin because it's fantastic. You want to make out or something later, fantastic. Let's do that. I'm all about that. But I don't like the fact that I get to see all your delicious meat, but everybody else gets to see it too. And then Tommy and your friend Tucker and Kyle come walking up and give you hugs, and they dudes cop feels now. They don't give you hugs. They slide their hand around your waist. Dude, I don't know of a hotter spot in a chick than that one spot where her ribs transfer into her hips, like that slope that
floating
like that's
rib
just
area.
God, no, not the rib area, but the
Floating.
just that
No,
that
floating.
the part which look stop talking about things that float.
No, if you put your balls on ice, they're gonna float. Is all I'm saying in this particular thing. But yeah, in that region around the small of the back, it's delightful, right?
It's just, and a girl who works out and has a muscly back, like it's just freaking awesome. And I don't like getting into the mechanics of why it's awesome. It's just awesome.
Oh, there's mechanics involved.
Well, there is. Like, there's geometry involved in everything. You size people out. You're attracted to people for certain reasons.
I mean, a woman's tits are sacred geometry, right? That's the theme of this show. I just said it.
Well, no, that's fun.
But yeah, like you're talking.
If you've ever heard gay guys make fun of women's bodies, then you will have a different view of women because. Okay, let's go there for a second, because when I heard this, like, I was shocked and relieved to hear someone do that. Just how how manipulative they are and how fake they tend to be and how much like guys they try to be these days. That's just the backdrop of it. But just chicks in general. Okay, guys, you like the way chicks walk? They're all wiggling around. No, it's like they're misshapen.
Right.
Think about it differently. Like they can't. A lot of them can't. You have to be built a certain way to be a woman and run around. You just can't. You can't. Your hips swing back and forth because your feet need to stay together to hold you up.
Yeah.
You need to, and it just like you're having to swing your hips so that you don't walk like like your pants are around your ankles. So, and that's one thing.
That's
and
where
then
that sachet
tits,
comes from.
Like fucking tits, dude. What are you gonna do with tits? Like
exactly.
Tits can be really beautiful, but they can also be freaking gross. Like, I don't like. Sometimes there's certain tit styles I don't like, and I don't like seeing them splayed out for everyone. I just don't.
What styles are you referring to?
Like the ones that look like eggs hanging on a rusty nail. But I don't like seeing a lot of skin. I just don't. It's fun, but I don't like seeing it, wanting it, and then not being able to have it. And I think it's unfair of girls, especially pretty ones, to walk around like that. I'm not saying that they can't do it. I'm just saying this is what happens to me when you do that. And I mean, Rupert ain't a bad looking dude.
Some might say.
Actually, Rupert got hollered at earlier by a table full of girls, and I didn't stop to talk to him. But one of them was adorable. I wanted to. Or so, no, you didn't have time for that.
Yeah, like I know how that is. You ain't got time. You ain't got time for those chicks even.
I ain't lollygagging right now, dude. A college chick, all a college chick is gonna. College chicks are still learning stuff. Like, and they don't. A lot of them don't get it. And that's what's around here. It's a college town that I live in. It's just like a lot of them just don't get it.
What is it that they're not getting? Your swag, or
they don't get me. A lot of them don't. If they get me, they love me. But if they don't try, they don't get me. And if that's all I ask is that you try. You have to try to be my friend.
Right.
we can be casual acquaintances anytime you like, but you can't just be my friend. You have to have an intellect, or you pretty much have to be able to talk, and speak properly. I don't like. I've never liked. I don't know. I'm really discriminatory with my friends. I will talk to anybody.
You don't like dumb hoes, is what you're saying.
Oh, dumb hoes are different. Dumb hoes have their 2 a.m, prime dumb hoe
for show.
It's almost 2 a.m. now, so I should probably go look for some dumb hoes.
Look for those chicks that look like trolls, not actual trolls.
Well, you know what? With modern day makeup and hair care products, you don't really need to worry. And since people figured out how to have sex doggy style, you don't even really have to worry about it.
I know they didn't do that till like the 80s, huh? Or some shit.
Yeah. I wish I had a chick that was made totally out of nanobots, and then I could make her look whatever however I wanted.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming.
And I could sleep with like 500 different chicks every year, just sleep with like 500 or 1,000 different chicks, and it'd all be the same chick. And
it would be the same chick.
Because that's what guys want to do. Guys just want to conquer women. That's what we want to do, and that's part of being a gentleman is
not doing it.
Just like not doing that, and just being like, okay, well, her tits are hanging out, but she's not going to fuck me, and she's just a little girl having fun with her new tits or whatever, and you just got to look at it like that.
Right. So would you say in general a man who's slept with like hundreds of women in a sleazy sort of fashion is sleazy? Like they're not a gentleman?
Oh, that guy's fucking... No, he's not a gentleman. He's not respecting himself, but he's having fun, and he's making himself a wonderful highlight reel for later, and you can't really bash a guy for that.
Right. A wonderful...
You gotta have a highlight reel. You gotta... Look. You gotta, Bill Burr was like... he said he doesn't have a kid, but he was doing a pretend talk with his kid, like his imaginary kid, and he was just like, don't tell your mother I'm telling you this shit. He just said, he was like, bang as many of them as you can, so you don't have a midlife crisis. You want to, you do, and ladies too, you want to learn how to. Guys and girls don't know their roles anymore. Girls energize guys, and then guys protect girls. That's how that's supposed to be. But now chicks just want to be autonomous and shoot their mouth off and say things like, I could kick your ass and I'll fucking punch you in the face. Like, they just
loud in the club type shit.
They are hard in the paint.
Hard in the paint type shit.
It is, man.
And it's funny, you sound almost Gerald Celente-ish in your assertion that people aren't gentlemen and women anymore.
I do a little bit. They're really not, though.
You want them to wear the fedoras and overcoats and stuff, and no, I don't care what costume you want to wear. I want you to act like you respect yourself. People, even the
shiny shoes, do something to let other people know that you care about yourself, and they will care about you too.
Are you talking to me or the audience?
Anybody, just like anybody.
I get it.
It's the truth. Like, I've noticed that with myself. When I act like I don't care about myself, nobody else does either. But if I act like I'm respecting myself, then other people respect me, and I respect them, and they also respect themselves because they're around someone else who respects themselves. Like, you never know what little moment in your day is going to open someone's eyes to another way of thinking, and it could be a new bad way of thinking. It might spawn on a new bad habit. Or it might be a good one. Like, for instance, one time I'm only gonna say this one thing, and we gotta be done with this. But there was one time I was in Manhattan, and there was this kid in the glasses store. And his glasses, he needed a new pad, but they wanted to sell him one for $5, and he didn't have the money. And I was like, you know what? This $5 is gonna go a lot further on this kid's face than it is in my pocket. And I was just like, I'll pay for that. And it because he was a kid, he was a child. He was like 12 or 13. Everybody looked at me like I was weird for doing it, but it's just like just another person who has glasses problems and no money. It's like, if everybody who had an extra $5 would just cough up the money every time somebody's standing there and doesn't have it, then You see what I'm saying?
Everyone would be broke.
No,
probably not.
Not at all. I don't think so. Well, we need to start looking at what's a need and a want. And these wants are getting ridiculous, and the wants that they are inventing for us to have now are ridiculous. Anyway, we should do another one.
Let's eat another ice cream souffle thing soon. Yeah. All right. So we'll do this. Let's do our thing. So yeah, people, they can go to Kivresp, Kivresp. Type in "Hi, it's Rupert." For my shit, type in "Media Salt," or go to Bork Johnson's YouTube and check shit out.
Bork Johnson? That's a horrible name.
I did it for my Google Plus account. They link it in there. Who knows, man?
Sounds like somebody you would not want to share a cell with.
No one does. Yeah, I mean, I'm Scott. That's what can I say?
Walk me off.
And Rupert, anything you want to say? We'll give you some plugs. What do you want to plug? What do you want to promote?
Yeah, go watch my YouTube channel. It's Kivresp. Hi, it's Rupert.
Yeah, watch my YouTubes. All right, yo. Going back to the block now. Later, peeps.
All right, y'all.
Trolls beware.